Hi everyone, hello there once again, and welcome to our YouTube live streaming. Thank you for tuning in. And today we will be discussing or we will be talking about some live updates on Canada immigration. We will also be answering some questions and notifications so people who are interested to come and immigrate here in Canada will be notified of the different updates of what is going on and what is happening here in Canada. So let's say hi to our viewer, Gopi Patil from India. Namaste. Hi, how are you there? I hope you're having a great time. We'll just wait for other people first to be joining us today. And of course, we will be talking about Canada immigration and we will be provide you updates. And I hope that you're all well at your homes. And I hope that you are taking advantage of this opportunity to work and process your requirements so that when the opportunity comes to have a job offer here in Canada, it would be easy that you have all your documents and requirements readily available. Okay. Oh, I'm very good, Gopi Patil. I'm still okay here in Canada, though I still have no job. But hopefully, the businesses here in Canada is starting to get back. On May 14, some businesses have already reopened, of course, with some restrictions. Just open YouTube. Okay, just give me a second. So, what are you doing in India right now, Gopil? So, when do you intend to come here in Canada, Gopil? So, when do you intend to come here in Canada, Gopil? I'm working in MNC as process associate. Okay, that's good. So, are you thinking of coming here through Express Entry or other programs such as AIPP or RNIP? Hi, shout out to the other viewer. We're just waiting for other people to join in. And of course, you can feel free to put your questions in our comments section. And I will be more than happy to give you answers or help you with your queries about Canada immigration. And also for those who are actually waiting for me to get my license, I just have an update for all of you guys. I just received an email from the ICCRC here in Canada. My scheduled exam would be moved to July, first week or second week. So, of course, after that, as soon as I passed my licensure exam, definitely I will be working towards getting my license and becoming a registered immigration consultant to help people who are interested to come and immigrate here in Canada. So for now, this is what I do. I provide tips and help provide information on how people could increase their opportunity or chances of coming and immigrating here in Canada. So, in our live streaming, this would be your opportunity to ask me questions about Canada immigration, how you could improve your points, or how you could improve your chances of coming and immigrating here in Canada. And we will provide you with some clarifications in order to help you with your with fulfilling your dreams of coming here in Canada. So Gopi said, I am planning to come to Canada and I also sent my ECS to WES and documents reach on 20th April. But till now, update from that side. Please tell me the present COVID situation in Canada. It's still okay. Of course, as I've said, here in Canada, of course, the COVID still there. Though in May 14, businesses have already resumed, some businesses have already resumed with different restrictions. So, for example, restaurants are now open. However, some of them can only operate with the half capacity of their dining area, for example. There are some jobs that are opening, but still not so much. So hopefully, sooner or later, everything will get better, right? So, do you have your IELTS already, Gopi? Hmm, that's unfortunate. You just have to wait, and of course, sooner or later, everything will go well, and for sure, they will start to reprocess again. Right now, I'm still doing food delivery because that's the kind of the source of income that I have right now while waiting for everything to go back to normal. And I will be resuming to making my videos. I just got busy because I transferred from Jasper, Alberta, and now I am here in Edmonton, Canada. So, Alray Aldovino, hi, how are you there? I hope you're good. Hello po, I'm currently residing here in Calgary, holding a postgrad work permit. Program of study ko po is unit clerk and job ko po ngayon is supervisor sa pizza restaurant. Pwede po ba ako mag-apply? PR gamit yung PG work permit kahit na not related sa program of study ko? Yes, definitely. Alray Aldovino, thank you for that question. Yes, of course, you could apply for a work permit and I mean for permanent residence. That is very good because your work is a supervisor in pizza restaurant because food service supervisor is very in demand here in Canada and there's a lot of opportunities to become an immigrant and get a permanent residence through that pathway. If you would find an employer who would be interested or willing to process you through permanent residence, yes, of course, you can start doing so. Otherwise, you could take advantage of your postgraduate work permit, get the necessary years of experience, 1 year at least, so you could qualify under the Canada Experience class. There are also a lot of employers in Atlantic Canada, in New Brunswick, Newfoundland and Labrador, Nova Scotia, and Prince Edward Island who are actually needing food service supervisors. They automatically or they process permanent residents. Also, the Alberta government or the Alberta province could um, also nominate you since you studied here in Canada and you are working here. There's a lot of opportunities for you to become an immigrant here in Canada. So you just have to be patient. Gopi, no sir, I'm going to take in the next month, that is June 15th. Okay, so Gopi, all the best and hopefully that you will get the score that you are actually aiming for. I think I have posted my announcement late. That's why there are not much of people who are joining us today. However, I will make sure that our next live stream would be more productive and there would be more people who would be joining us. I will be posting the schedule. Most probably, I will do the next session on Friday so people could actually prepare and send us the questions that they are very much interested to get an answer in terms of getting an immigrant status here in Canada. Okay, 1 year lang po kasi yung binigay na postgrad work permit. Sapat po ba yon para makapag-apply ako ng PR? Ano po, okay, 1 year lang pwede na pathway sa akin, sir? Alray, to be honest, I've got lots of friends who are actually working in fast food in in what do you say in Atlantic Canada, and they always are looking for food service supervisors. So it's a good thing that you're already here in Canada and on a postgrad work permit. Most probably, as soon as this COVID-19 goes away, I could help you connect with some of my friends who are working there as food service managers in fast food because the company is always looking for people, especially that you're already here in Canada. For sure, they could help you converting your postgrad work permit status to becoming a permanent resident. They can apply you through AIPP or provincial nomination program because they continuously seek people actually who are already here in Canada. They prefer those with postgrad work permit to process and yeah. and become a permanent resident if you're okay with moving to Atlantic province. If you have any more questions, please feel free to put that in our comment section. How to contact you po? Okay, good. Please follow and like my Facebook page. That is Canada Immigration Updates by Ray. And definitely, I hope I could help you with that as well. And of course, please feel free to subscribe in our YouTube channel and put your comment there. So at least I read them anyway. So that's a good way also for you to get into touch with me. And how long have you had your postgrad work permit? And ingat din dyan in Calgary because there's a lot of COVID cases in Calgary. Hi, Kazim Sodik. Hello. Welcome to our live streaming. Okay, just got my postgrad work. Oh, then that's good. It's just new. It's just fresh. So yeah, take advantage of it. Um, Expiry date is May 7, 2021. Yes, for sure. We could help you process your find an employer that will process you for permanent resident. For now, what I could tell you is since you already have a job, um, work well and get as much experience as you could because that would be very helpful for you when you are actually processing or applying for a food service supervisor in another employer. Thank you, Kazim. I appreciate your good words. And for those who has joined me or us today, please, I create videos and provide tips on how people could come and immigrate here in Canada. I also provide information through my videos of the different programs of how people could come and immigrate here in Canada. If you have not done so, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and also like and follow my Facebook page, Canada Immigration Updates by Ray. So I have another question here. Yell and hi Ray, do you think it's okay to start submitting job application through Job Bank, Indeed, even without IELTS and ECA on hand? I was supposed to take IELTS last March, but it was postponed. Yael, thank you for your question. Yes, of course, that is not a problem. As I keep on mentioning this to everyone, IELTS and ECA are not requirements, not mandatory in applying for jobs. However, of course, if an employer is needing an applicant as soon as possible, of course, it would be better if the applicant already has its ECA and IELTS readily available because it would avoid the delay and would actually allow the employer to process your application faster. But that is not mandatory, that is not a requirement. You can still apply. Okay? Okay, Alray, nag-start na po ako mag full-time sa work ko nung March as food service supervisor kahit na hindi po na-receive yung PGWP ko. Naka-implied status po ako noon time. Okay, then that's good. Yeah, implied status is really good. My mom, when of course when her visitor's visa expired and we're waiting for a decision, of course she was on an implied status for 2 months. But that's good. Did your employer actually mention about permanent residency? Like, because some employers they nominate employees to process through provincial nomination program, but you don't have to lose hope because, as I've said, food service supervisor is very in demand here in Canada. There's a lot of companies who are actually always looking for people, especially that you have a postgrad work permit and you would have an experience to come and work here already of studying and working here in Canada. That makes it easier. Makes it easier. Alright, no problem. My pleasure. Thank you then for viewing. Alright, no problem. Guys, if you have any more questions, please feel free to put that in our comment section. I'm also thinking of collaborating with another friend of mine. He's from Indonesia and he's also a permanent resident here in Edmonton. So we're just planning to, we're just scheduling, looking for a good time where we could both do a video so we could share our experiences and how we came and immigrated here in Canada. There's another viewer. Hi, Rupesh. How are you? Nice seeing you in my on my YouTube live. And for those who are not aware, I'm no longer in Jasper, Alberta. I moved here in Edmonton last this week actually. So there's a lot of things that I have done. So I haven't finished. See, my place, my living room is still empty, and then of course the room is inside. That's the kitchen. See, my hair already grew. Last time I had my YouTube live, I actually shaved my head. Rupesh, sir, I can tell me how long it takes to get endorsement from province under AIPP. Rupesh, I hope it would be faster now, especially now that some works and offices are starting to reopen. Usually the average is 1 to 3 months, but it could be longer or it could be shorter as well. Just make sure that when you apply for a provincial endorsement, all your documents are complete and your forms are properly filled out to avoid the delay on the process. I'll just get some water. Thanks, Ray. How about job application in other pathways like RNIP or in Atlantic? Haven't checked all the requirements for each province, so not sure if IELTS and ECA are required before applying. For RNIP, you should have your because the first step in doing RNIP is to create a profile in the community website. And on those websites, I believe it will ask for your IELTS and for your ECA. So it's better if you have it. For AIPP, it's not really necessary. You need to apply for a job in order for you to qualify for an AIPP because AIPP is a job driven program. But of course, as I've said, you can still apply for jobs. Especially, you could visit the website. I'm not sure if you have already seen the AIPP list of designated employers that could help you filtering the application or the companies that you would send your application to get a job offer. Okay, Alray, hello sir. Question ulit. Sorry po, okay lang po ba na hindi ako magpa-apply ng Lamia sa employer ko if i-nominate naman po niya ako for provincial nominee in Alberta using my PGWP? Thank you po ulit. Yes, Alray, you don't need an LMIA right now because you still have your postgraduate work permit. LMIA is only necessary if an employer would be hiring a foreign national who's coming from outside of Canada and not Canadian or nor permanent resident. But since you have a postgrad work permit, you do not have to ask for an LMIA because, as I've said, there are different pathways where you could actually process your permanent residence. Because you could also process through, as I've said, provincial nomination program, Canada Experience class, because your job offer is LMIA exempted. And I hope that COVID-19 in your countries are controllable. And please stay safe all the time. Today I was just this COVID-19 really um made me bigger. My weight became heavier. This afternoon I was trying to put on my short pants, and unfortunately it doesn't fit me anymore because I gained a lot of weight. So definitely we need to do some exercise and weight loss. Right now I'm just holding my mobile phone, guys. I'm so sorry about that. It's just that when I move, I forgot my tripod in the other house, but soon I would get it. Okay, we have another question. Sorry, did you take your license for immigration? Not sure what it's called. Last time I watched your live stream. Um, Kelly, yes. Actually, due to COVID-19, originally the exam was supposed to be May, so it has been postponed to July, first or second week of July. But I already did my English exam and I passed the requirement. So hopefully, on July I would pass the exam. Thank you very much for remembering that. So we're just waiting for other questions. And now it's a nice weather here in Canada. It's 19 degrees outside, so it's very good. Kasim. So after July, you can be able to help job offer. Yes, as I keep on mentioning, as soon as I get my license, first thing I need to do, first thing I already plan to do is to partner with employers and with universities here in Canada. So it would be easier for our clients to look for a job. And that's the best way to do process as an immigration consultant, of course. Confused lang po ako, sir, dun sa Alberta website po nakalagay. If you are a postgrad work permit holder, your occupation must be related to your field of study in Alberta. Thank you po. Alray, yes, that is correct. However, as I keep on mentioning, there are also a lot of opportunities as a food service supervisor. And of course, postgrad work permit, you already have it will actually not restrict you to only work in that area that you studied. Of course, if you could, the better. But of course, it's an opportunity for you to get a permanent residence. So, as I keep on mentioning, if you're interested in Atlantic Canada, food service supervisors are very in demand, and there are different programs where they will not require you for an LMIA. I mean, they don't need to process an LMIA, such as AIPP or provincial nomination programs as well. So I understand what your concern is. That is in the province of Alberta. So that's why we are considering of getting you a job offer from a different province. Okay, Kazim, thanks. Okay, guys, if you have any more questions, please feel free to post it. Otherwise, if you do not have any more questions, we will be adjourning this live stream soon. Yeli, good luck, Ray. Maybe you can post videos or details in FB group or of your license of your website on your. Of course, Yeli, I will do that. You people will be the first ones to know as soon as I get my license, and I'm not very secretive of that because um, I keep on saying this. I don't want to process immigration while I'm not licensed, and that is why I'm telling you this because I want you all guys to be careful as well because I know there's a lot of people who are very desperate to come here in Canada and just get whatever offers they get online even without verifying if the person that they are speaking with are legit or licensed. And one thing is being processed by a non-licensed agent actually has an impact on your application. So please do not do that, okay? So I think, guys, that would be all for tonight. Thank you very much for watching. And hopefully, for our next live stream, I will post the schedule ahead of time so there would be more people who would join us and you would be able to post your questions that we would be answering on our live stream. So, once again, guys, thank you so much and please be safe and continue working towards achieving your dreams of coming and immigrating here in Canada. Have a good day, guys. Bye.